Hi, welcome to the Coffee Chat Show here on Buzzin Pattaya. The show we talk about things that are happening right here, right now, as well as general news, tips, information, and advice. Today, I'm absolutely delighted for two reasons. Delighted to meet you, Mark. How you doing,
Nice to see you again.
He's been very poorly. He had an accident, which we won't go into, but it's good to see you back, mate.
Yeah, it's good to get back out the house.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
and you've lost a load of weight. Deary me.
The walls closed in though, you know.
Anyway, since you've been gone, I've only gone and done it, haven't I?
Yeah.
I've only gone and dropped myself in it.
I did notice.
So you may have seen the video I put out Monday, which was my news update. So at least I got the events right. The events at the end, they were spot on. But I did talk about the visas, and I'm not an expert. Here's your expert. So I did say what I thought was accurate information, but I got the two mixed up. So today, Mark's going to kindly dig me out of a deep hole and tell you what exactly is going on here regarding this 60-day entry and the visas and all the stuff that's going on. So mate, take it away, please, because I'm in trouble.
The 60-day exemption on arrival visa is not in place as yet. It's not been passed by law, it's not been advertised in the Gazette, and it's not functioning.
I saw it on the website.
Actually, the UK website put it up before the 1st of June.
Oh, right.
They made the biggest mistake out of everybody. The TTV visa, the new one, is in the same process, and I hope it'll come out at the same time, but I very much doubt it. I think it's going to be a little bit later. I can't really tell you the rules on it because they're not cleared and they're not notified us properly. So lots of people are saying it's this, but I'm getting reports that it's not quite as open as it is. What I will do is, as soon as I know and I've got the full information on it, I'll give you a call and maybe we can just pop outside and
we'll do
one morning and just do a quick update so the guys know. Anyone who's thinking about getting an education visa, if they can hold on a month, the new digital nomad visa may be a much better option for them.
Okay,
on a long-term basis. Well, it will be renewable every 6 months, even though you will need to leave the country.
Oh, you need to leave?
You have to leave the country every 6 months and come back. Only at Cambodia, it's not a big deal. But you will be able to renew it 6 monthly up to 5 years, provided you qualify as a digital nomad. Now that could be a lot cheaper than the guys on ED visa, and obviously you've got the checks with the ED visa and whatever. You're going to have less checks with the digital nomad, and you're legal then, you know. So if you qualify for the digital nomad, then it could be a good option for you. So
what are the requirements for a digital nomad now? What do you have to do?
That's the thing. I've looked at 6 or 7 different things. I've spoken to 6 or 7 different immigration officers. They don't know what it's going to be.
Okay.
There could be an income, a previous income, and at a certain level. There may not be. There's talking about having 500,000 Thai baht lodged into a bank account. Right. Over the period of the time. Whether I'll be able to help you with that, like we do with the retirement visa, I don't know. So I don't want to put information out there that's going to be incorrect. I want to get it right the first time. Yeah. So as soon as I know, you will know. And the same about the 60-day visa. Now, the little error you made yesterday.
Little? I got bombarded. I got absolutely battered.
I watched it and turned my phone off.
I was trying. I did my best to try. Like you've not been here. I thought, do you know what? People ask me all the time. I thought, well, I'll have a look around. So I did the worst thing in the world. I did what everyone else does. I went onto the internet, and there's so many conflicts. So I went to the Thai embassy.com or whatever it was, and I thought, yeah, there we go. I'm good to go. So there's me with my professional head on, and I made an absolute muppet of myself.
Well, I'll leave it at that. What you were talking about there is a 60-day single entry tourist visa.
Right.
Now, this can only be obtained in your own country or outside of Thailand prior to travel. So it's an e-visa, basically. You come in on the e-visa, you give it to the immigration officer, and he will give you 60 days because you've got a 60 days.
Right.
You paid for the visa before you've left your own country. Right. You've got in touch with your embassy or consulate, and you've got a 60-day visa to travel in.
Because I've had people come in messaging me saying, I arrived yesterday or the day before and I only got 30 days. Why did I not get 60? And I'm like, well, I wasn't the guy who stamped your passport. I don't know why. You got to get it before, guys. Come on.
You've got to get it before. And the multiple entry tourist visa, you get up to 180 days. You can go in and out as many times as you want. So say you want to go to Cambodia for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, come back in. But it has a duration. You must enter the last time before that visa expires.
Right.
So it's only valid for a certain period of time. But you can still only do 180 days per year, calendar year, on any visa, on any tourist visa in Thailand. And there was a guy on Discord the other day, got 60 days. Everybody thought he got the 60-day stamp. He had a multiple entry visa, which had gone over 2 years. He'd done it before Christmas, so he got an entry 60 days because it was still still active. And he made the mistake of putting it on Discord, and we all got hammered. But that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
A little bit of advice about the 60-day and the 60-day multiple entry. When you get it from your own country and you come to immigration at the airport, get it printed out before you come and hand it to the immigration officer before you give him your passport. I've had 4 or 5 cases, and I've only been back to work 10 days, walked in this office and they've got 30-day stamps, either because they've not given the paperwork or they've not checked the stamp before they left the window. Before you leave the window, check you've got 60 days if you've arrived on an e-visa, either a single entry or a multiple entry, because it happens a lot. And the only way to rectify this is you have to go back to Bangkok airport and get it rectified there, which is a lot of hassle. So just for a few minutes checking at the window, politely take your time. If it's incorrect, politely inform the officer that you've got a 60-day visa, and he will correct it there and then without any issues. So just a little bit of advice, because it's happening quite a lot. Also, they're clamping down on this amount of entries. Not so much the 2 entries per year now. It seems to be that they're looking back through your passport for the previous years. And if they think you've not been a genuine tourist in the years previously, they can refuse you even if it's your first visit into Thailand. Myself and Peter have had 2 or 3 customers refuse on this basis. So bear that in mind. When you arrive on a single entry tourist visa, if you've not been in the country at all this year, it'll enable you to take 60 days initially. Then you can do a visa extension at immigration where you get 30 days. Then you can border run, you get a further 30 days if the 60s not come in. If the 60s come in, you'll get 60 days. Then you can do another visa extension and 1 more border run, which takes you to 180 days in the calendar year. And that's your 2 exemptions for the year. You've used them on your border runs. Because you entered on a visa from your own country, that's not counted an exemption when you come in. So you can get the 180 days over a period of time if you're careful.
I'll tell you what's worrying is you just said they're looking back at previous visits.
Last week I had probably 4 or 5 guys turned around. One of them was turned around, he'd not even been here this year. Just because he'd spent nearly 8 months last year and he kept coming in, and they hadn't stopped him during that period of time. And eventually somebody did, and they went, no, you're not a genuine tourist. Peter phoned me 2 days ago from Thai Legal, and he said, I've got a guy just been turned around, he's not even been here this year.
So
through previous stamps.
It's weird, isn't it, though? Because surely if someone's financial situation permits them to come in and out of the country on regular basis, why are they penalising that? I don't get that.
It's ridiculous. Ruining tourism. They're coming here to spend money.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous,
I mean, if I've got the finances to be able to come over, say, I know guys that come into the Buzzin lounge that do 6 weeks away, 6 weeks here, 6 weeks away, 6 weeks here.
Yeah.
So what that generally means then is there's a possibility that they do their 6 weeks work, come back, say, right, I'm coming back from a holiday. No, sorry, because you keep border hopping.
I've got a lot of Australians and North Sea oil workers.
Yeah.
But once they're over 50, they do the retirement visa. And that enables them to come in, and that's exactly what they do. They do 3 months on, 2 months here, 3 months on, 2 months here.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a guy that comes over literally every 6 weeks. He works, does his thing, and then he comes here for about 10, 12 days, goes back 6 weeks, 10, 12 days, and he does it all the time. He's been doing it for the last, since the bar's been over, so I've known him a year.
Yeah.
And he does it all the time. So, potentially those type of situations could come back and bite you on the arse.
Yeah. If you're entering with a 60-day single entry tourist visa, they're less likely to send you back out because you've got the correct visa before you come in. So that's a bonus in doing that.
Right.
And they're not difficult to apply for.
Well, I know you're busy, but I want to say, guys, instead of hammering me, can you please email me? I put my hands up, I made a mistake, I got it wrong. I tried my best though,
You did, yeah? To be honest with you, I get 2 or 3 people read it every week and email me say, that's 60 days.
Yeah.
And I said, no, read it correctly.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Take a little bit more time.
I didn't. Well, I thought I read it, but I've always made it quite clear. I'm not the sharpest pencil in the case. So when I read it, I thought, you know what, that sounds perfect. And then I went on to doing the tax on pensions. I dug myself even deeper on then. So I'm not going to do any more updates on visas or anything legal. I'm going to just speak to you and to Peter.
Well, if you want to talk about tax, talk to Peter. Yeah. He's the man to talk to.
Yeah, I'm way out of it. So let's get back on track with visas. Is there anything changed with retirement visas?
No, nothing at all. You still need the 12-month rent contract, but that's not a problem. We can help you with that. The retirement visas are exactly the same. Not an issue. The funding's not gone up. Nothing.
So guys watching the channel now that are close to retiring, could you just go through what they need to have in place in order to retire here?
You need to be 50 years of age
Okay.
or above. You'll need a passport with a minimum 18 months duration.
18?
18 months. You can say 12.
I thought it used to be 6 months.
No, 6 months to enter the country.
Oh, sorry.
But to get the retirement visa, if you have less than 18 months, because you get 15 months on the retirement visa, they'll stamp you to the end of the passport. You'll lose time. So I say
right.
you can do it with 12 months, but you'll only get 12 months instead of 15. So it's better to have a passport with 18 months or renew your passport before you go.
Right.
Much more sense. Because also you need 2 clear pages, and that will be the end of the passport if you've only got 2 clear pages.
I'm with you.
They take up a lot. You need a Thai bank account, which we can open for you. No problems at all. We can open them on a 30-day tourist visa. Technically, you're supposed to have 800,000 Thai baht in the bank account for 3 months. That's not an issue. We can assist you with that. A second form of ID, and it's not for immigration, it's for the bank account. So a driving license or your own country's official ID card, something like that, is required to open the bank account. That's basically it. 12-month rent contract. That's the one thing I missed. Now you need a 12-month rent contract. It's only used on the day you do the initial visa, and it's never asked for again. Now, as we were saying earlier, you've got guys come in and out every year. Oil rig workers, gold miners from Australia, they don't want a 12-month contract. Come and see me, we can assist you with that. And it's not a problem, we can get over that problem. So,
I think one of the things I want to just go back over there, what Mark was saying, just to reiterate, is I get asked a lot of questions about bank accounts, and I always refer people to Mark. If you need a bank account, please come and see Mark, because I get asked many times, I need a bank account, and they won't open me a bank account. I've been to 4 or 5 different banks, they all say no, no, no. Come and see Mark, he'll do it for you. It's not just a service for the visa, you can open a bank account as well, irrelevant to the visa, irrelevant to your retirement, whatever. If you need a bank account, come and see this man, because I get asked all the time.
Yeah, I do a lot of bank accounts.
I don't know why they make it so hard.
On your tourist visa, they don't want you to open a bank account.
But then, see, for me, if I'm a tourist, like we're just saying, if you're a regular tourist coming in and out, that'd be perfect. I've got to dump my money in there, right? I don't got to keep carrying cash or whatever. I'm going to transfer money, etc. I can just leave my money in my bank account, go back to work for 3 months or whatever, come back and you know.
Also, you can take the advantage of the higher rates when they're good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sit some money if you've got it spare sitting around, sit it there for your holidays.
Yeah.
And you've got a good rate. With the bank account, the absolute minimum amount of days you have to have on your entry stamp is, I say 22 in my email, but I can do it with 20. But that's on the day you go to the bank. So you must have 20 days for the bank account.
Yeah, it's weird. It just confuses me why they make that so hard, because it's just such a natural thing to do. If you're coming in regularly, you want a way to just keep your money, put it in there, and jobs are good, but no, turn you away. So
Certain banks won't even do it for us.
Really?
Yeah, like the Capricorn is a no. It's an absolute no. You need paperwork from your own embassy in whichever country you're coming from to say that you're coming here, tell you that open a business, buy a condo, do a retirement visa.
Wow.
And they will not open it unless they see the visa paperwork.
Wow.
Capricorn have really clamped down.
See, I've been with them 12 years now.
Yeah, I've got a Capricorn.
Yeah, I actually love it. I think they're brilliant.
They're a good bank, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the mobile app is fantastic. I mean, it really works really well, but I can't understand why they make it difficult for people to come in and deposit money into their account.
Well, once you've got the retirement visa, you can go and open the bank account yourself with the Capricorn if you want to.
Right.
But unfortunately, we can't open it with the Capricorn to process the visa. We can only do it with the Bangkok bank.
Right, I'm with you. Okay, well, there we go. There we go. Any other stuff you want to chat about while I got you?
The driving licenses. A new rule brought in about a week ago. You now have to have 15 days minimum left on the stamp. So if you're on a 30-day exemption on arrival, you need to have 15 days minimum on the day you go to transport, DLT. So that's just another little new rule they popped in for God knows what reason.
And the driving license, I've got mine. You get 2 here. You get one for a car, one for a motorbike to separate them. If you didn't see it, have a look. I'll get Bo to put the link in the description. I did your just to do the video. I went out to renew my driving. I thought I'll come and do it with Mark. It's hilarious. If you fail that, you don't want to be on a bike.
No,
you
you
can't.
Not entitled to be.
I had a guy come in the lounge the other day, and he was really worried. He said, "I'm doing my driving license." He said, "I hope I pass." I said, "Mate," I said, "You can't fail." And he was just like, "No, seriously." He said, "I really hope." I said, "Honestly, Watch the video, guys. It's just hilarious.
People do get nervous.
Oh,
and then afterwards they wonder why.
Well, when I was sat in that classroom with the green and red lights, there was a woman sat there. She missed it 3 times, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
And she still passed.
And I'm like, "It's good because basically you got this pedal where you got to stop it before it gets to the red. In other words, to test your reactions, and it goes green, 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 red, red, and you got to stop it like it's like green, green, green. There you go. Okay. Oh, sorry. And she was like, oh, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
Oh, you see the amount of people that break the machine.
oh, the only one that some people might have trouble with, I'd say might have trouble, is the distance with the pegs.
Yeah, but to be fair, the guys,
Yeah, it's
pretty
very
easy going, you know.
You got 2 pins and they're like this, and you sit back about, I don't know, what is it, 10 metres, I think?
About 8.5 metres.
8.5 metres. And basically you've got to move the pins and get them level, or level-ish, to such judge your distance. But yeah, that's about the only one I think of that people might possibly have a situation. I mean, the colour coding.
It's a joke.
I mean, it's like being back at infant school.
Yeah, did you?
You know, red, red, green, green, yellow, yellow, red, red, blue, green. Yeah, it's like really like.
Yeah. And the size of it.
Oh yeah, they're like footballs.
Yeah.
They're
You
like
can't
footballs.
miss them. You can't miss them. You see them,
But
see
the
them
thing
from the
is,
end of the street.
well, I don't get why we do it. Red, green, and yellow, I get. But are they looking at it in case you misinterpret the colours for blue or something?
We do get people coming colourblind.
Yeah,
and I always say to people when they come, listen, if you've got a problem with your eyes, tell me now.
Yeah.
Because I can help you. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
If I know, but don't just turn up and tell me suddenly you're colourblind and green and red's a problem.
Yeah.
Because, you know, but if we know beforehand, we can have a chat.
Yeah.
But in all fairness, traffic lights are in the same order everywhere.
Exactly,
Do you know what I mean?
They
So it's
don't
not-
swap them around because they're bored.
Yeah, it's not rocket science.
Well, I've got to say, if you, all jokes aside, if you want to drive, and it does get you out of a lot of situations where you might be stopped. Here's my driving license, job done. You know, when you go into places that need ID, you can use your driving license rather than carrying your passport around or a photocopy of your passport. But it's an easy process. And if you are looking for a driving license and you're a regular here, I know Mark's just gone through all the different things that are happening, changing. But if you are coming over irregular and you want to use a motorbike, get yourself a Thai driving license. It's far more, welcomed by a policeman than a tourist, than your own home country driving license. If you've got a Thai one, it's much more, okay, away you go. If you've got your own one, they're like, oh, let me look at this, let me look at this.
Your driving licence number is actually your passport number.
Yeah.
So therefore, if the police officer feels there's something not quite right, he can check your immigration status from it.
Yeah.
That's why they do it like that.
Yeah.
Brilliant. One thing about your video yesterday,
Can we not keep...
I have to go to this one because this is very, very important.
Oh, have I really messed up?
Yeah. Overstaying.
Yeah.
Now, if you overstay and present yourself at the airport, under 90 days, you will probably get a year's ban, but you will be fined 20,000 baht.
And a year's ban?
You can, up to a year's
Wow.
ban.
Okay.
Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they let it go. If you're exceptionally over, like 110, 120 is a good chance. If you're stopped in the street and you're on an overstay, you will be arrested.
Run.
You will be put into a holding cell. You will need a solicitor, and you will need to go to court. So take Thai Legal's number if you're going to overstay.
Yeah, get yourself protection, guys.
Even one day, Peter had a client a few months ago going to the airport. They did a check on the motorway, and they were just stopping cars randomly. The guy was 1 day or 2 days over, and they actually arrested him, took him to a holding cell, and did a deportation order. So if you're stopped prior to getting to the airport or the border, you will be arrested. If you get to the border or the airport, not a problem.
So Monday's video, please ignore everything I said. Well, I just thought I was helping, but clearly I wasn't. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I did it, but anyway, the point being is that I've rectified it today, and you've got the up-to-date information. So if you are uncertain about anything whatsoever, please don't come to me. Please go to Mark. I'll put his email address down in the description of the video below, and please get in touch, because clearly I should stick to making YouTube videos and not try and do what you do. Because it failed dismally.
But you tried.
But the events at the end were on point. I got them right.
Yeah.
Those bits I got. Okay.
Yeah, I was impressed with them, yeah.
Mate, it's
Once
been
once my phone started buzzing, it went off. I knew what it was. As soon as I looked at the video, I thought, here we go. And I've just opened the screen here, and there's about 30 emails on the subject.
Welcome back.
Well, I'm going to put a generic email. It's got to be
Been a
easier.
pleasure, my man. Been a pleasure.
Lovely to see you again.
Yeah, and you. Guys, there you go. But all jokes aside, any visa requirements, any driving license, anything, bank accounts, all that kind of stuff, come down here, one-stop visa. We're at the bottom end of Soy 6, right down by Beach Road. So come down here. Mark's here with all his team. The team are fantastic. They'll take good care of you, speak great English. You've got no issues there. But come down and, put yourself in safer hands than asking me what you should or shouldn't do, because clearly I haven't got a Scooby-Doo.
And remember, if you're a Thai Legal Protection member,
Yep.
you get a discount on all of our services.
There you
as
go,
well.
can't ask.
So-
And I'll put the link to Thai Legal Protection down in the video description as well. That's a different subject altogether, but basically it's extremely, very, very comprehensive legal protection for all kinds of manner of things that may or may not happen when you come out. So guys, have a look at it. It's 795 baht
Very
for a
affordable.
month. Oh, 790. It's not even a round of drinks for a whole month's protection. And that gives you everything you need, peace of mind, access to a solicitor on the phone. So if you are in a situation, maybe you're presenting a Thai scenario where you've got Thai people around you shouting and screaming, you don't know what to do, just call, there you go, speak to that person, and jobs are good, and give the phone to the policeman, and he'll take care of it with you. All right, that's it from me, that's it from Mark. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Please have a look on Instagram. Instagram's all about night time, so if you do want to come down Soy 6 and see what's happening in the night time, have a look on Instagram. Please follow us on there. Likewise on TikTok. TikTok's all about daytime, beaches, restaurants, hotels, all that kind of stuff. And jump on Discord. If you need to contact Mark, you can go on Mark's, he's got a dedicated page on Discord. Likewise, so does Peter from Thailand Legal. So have a look on there, guys. It's totally free of charge. Over 20,000 members on there, guys. So please check that out. And if you'd like to support the channel,
really good forum.
Yeah,
Really
and
good
if you'd
forum.
like to support the channel, there's a link to our membership here on YouTube. Just join us here as a member on YouTube and send me an email, and then I'll give you access to our members only Discord area. All right, that's it from me. That's it from Mark. Thank you very much for watching. And please, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.